Let's talk about AI call answering for self storage. You hear about it everywhere, right? Today, we're going to cut right through all that noise. We're going to figure out what this tech can actually do for your business and what's, well, just hype.
So let's just start with the one question that probably keeps you up at night. Seriously, think about it. How many potential renters just disappeared last month because that call went to voicemail? Where'd they go?
Because that's the hard truth in this business, isn't it? A missed call is a missed opportunity. When someone's looking for storage, they're ready to rent now. If they get your voicemail, they're not going to wait. Nope. They just hang up and call the next place on Google. And just like that, the lead is gone.
And this table right here, it just perfectly shows the huge gap that AI is meant to fill. You go from the old way, limited hours, playing phone tag, and losing leads, to the new way. You're available 24/7, you give an instant response, and most importantly, you capture that lead every single time.
Okay, so with that in mind, let's get real. It's time to separate what's practical from what you see in the slick marketing brochures. What can AI actually do for your facility like today? Well, the real magic of AI today is that it handles the basics flawlessly. We're talking about all those repetitive questions. What are your hours? How much for a 10 by 10? It can grab lead info, fire off a follow-up text, and if things get tricky, it knows how to route the call to a real person. This is the stuff that frees your team up to do the things that really matter. And that brings us to a super important point. The goal here is not to replace your manager, not at all. It's about giving them a superpower. Think of AI as the perfect assistant, one who works 24/7, never calls in sick, and makes sure you never, ever miss a chance to talk to a customer. But hey, let's be smart about this. Being smart means knowing the limits. So it's just as crucial to understand what AI can't do, at least not yet. It's time to tackle the hype head on. So here is the biggest piece of hype. AI is going to replace all your staff. The reality? No, it supports your staff. And here's another one. AI will close every rental for you. The reality is actually much more useful. It captures every single lead, which then gives your awesome team the chance to close the deal. It's the perfect setup. And let's be honest, AI just isn't great with nuance. A tenant who's really upset about a late fee, or someone with a really complicated move-in situation. Those moments need empathy. They need real human problem-solving skills. And this might be the absolute most important rule of all. It's the classic idea, garbage in, garbage out. If you feed your AI bad data, like wrong prices or saying a unit's available when it's not, you're not helping. You're actually creating a whole new problem and frustrating customers before you've even had a chance to win them over. So, where's the sweet spot for using AI? This chart tells the story. About half its value comes from handling those after-hours calls that you're just guaranteed to miss otherwise. Another big chunk is for overflow calls during your busiest times, and the rest is just automating those simple, frequent questions. It's basically a safety net for your entire operation. Okay, that's the theory. Let's get practical. How do you actually get started? Here is a simple, low-risk playbook to get this rolling at your own facility. And look, the process is pretty straightforward. You start by figuring out what you're losing now. Then you test it out in a small, safe way. And finally, you hook up your data so you can watch how it does and make it better over time. It's a really smart, step-by-step approach. First things first, you gotta know your numbers. You can't manage what you don't measure, right? So before you do anything, you need to find out exactly how many calls are slipping through the cracks every single month. That number, right there, that's your business case for making a change. Now, when you're ready to dip your toes in the water, start small and start smart. Please, don't just flip a switch and send all your calls to an AI on day one. A much better way is to use it for your after hours and overflow calls first. Think about it. You're already missing those calls anyway, so there's literally zero risk. It's all potential upside. So when you really look at the reality and not the hype, AI call answering becomes this incredibly powerful and practical tool. The real question isn't, is AI the future? No. The real question is your facility ready to stop leaving money on the table and start turning every single one of those missed calls into a brand new opportunity?